How would you react if you find out your spouse is stealing from you?
I'll feel bad. I'll feel so bad because it's a betrayal for my spouse to steal on me.
I won't be happy about it though.
Many believe that they are free to take any item belonging to their partner without informing them, while others believe that they need to inform their spouse before going through their personal belongings. This has led to many disagreements in marriages and in relationships, and for some, it's led to the breakup of their union. So we're on the street today to find out from people how they will react if they see their spouse stealing from them. My name is Dolakwa Modeni.
Actually, my first reaction would be like very annoying because one thing I believe is whatever I have, she have it. Actually, so but I will not react too much. It's just for me to call her, sit her down, and just talk to her. Like, how will I put it now? Call her and talk some sense. Let me use sense. Yes, let me talk some sense to her because my own personal belief is whatever I have, she have it. You understand me? So next time it's just for her to just ask for permission and she gets it. Then if it's what she cannot get, call her and tell her the reason why she can't get it. That's what I would do.
Okay. So what advice do you have for some men who beat their wives because of this?
Oh wow. My great grandmother will always say this. Whichever man or whoever man raise up his hand on any girl, most especially his wife, does not have his self-discipline. Yeah, let me put it that way. The advice I have for them is, one thing about women is they must always bring up their heart. It's a must, they must always bring up their heart. But the thing is, for men out there, they just have to have the patience and the courage enough. The worst come to worst, just walk away. After talking to them, after they've calmed down for some time, they will always come around. Just for us to calm down, that's just it.
Anyway, I'll say that question itself is hypothetical. But the first thing depends on when you say your partner. Is it just a relationship or is it marriage? Those are things that will come into consideration because in the area of just relationship, you have so many issues of people having one relationship or the other, and they've not had commitments. But the moment there's commitment in terms of marriage, I think both parties are supposed to be one. That union called marriage. They're supposed to be one. They should share things and all that. So, and another thing is that the other party, who perhaps may be cheating or not informing the other before taking what was meant to be, should have made it open. Because I think there should be that fear should not be there. Because that's the truth of that oneness they have. That they can share whatever each other have, knowing that it all belongs to each of them, and they intend to start a family together, or which they would have started. And so I wouldn't really see any good reason why the other person should be taking something and hiding from the other. I think they should share each other's feelings, whatever need that he or she may have that will make them to do that. They should share it, and they will all be part of whatever that solution is to help to resolve it, both whether it has to do with financially, emotionally, or socially, whatever it is. And at times it could even involve maybe family issues. You understand? When you have maybe the husband perhaps not being the breadwinner in that case, and maybe the wife being the breadwinner, and she wants to take something and give to some members of the family demanding. It also happens. The man is the breadwinner in most cases, and the woman wanting to give to her own family members, maybe that have need and all that. And so, but what I think is there should be that mutual agreement on whatever they want to do. There should that issue of secrecy. It will always cause rancor in that family or in that union or relationship. So it's always better to be open in whatever way you want to do when such situation arises. So the issue of secretly taking, I think it should not arise.
Yeah, I'll feel disappointed. Because ordinarily, whatever belonged to me, belonged to her as well. So I don't expect her to steal from me. If I thought if there's anything you need, you tell me, I'm to provide. But the fact that you steal it from me, it sounds somehow. You can't see what belongs to you. So if you need something, go ahead, take it. Even if you take it in my absence, I expect you to tell me. Not that you go ahead, you take it without me knowing. So definitely, if we have been in the house with other people, you won't be able to like identify this thing is being stole by my wife of 18. I'll be like pointing accusing finger on people around me. Ordinarily, I expect my wife to tell me everything it takes, be it in my absence or whatever.
So what if after the correction, she still doesn't, get back to you? What measures will you put in place so that it should not occur again?
The issue is that if after the correction, she still keep doing the same thing, then it starts to be in her blood. And when just a thing happen, it's not something you can correct overnight. So first and foremost, she's part and parcel of me. So I can't do anything about it rather than I'm looking for a way out of that.
So in the situation whereby you have your neighbors coming to report that they are suspecting she's doing this and that in their own homes, how would you handle that situation?
It's still brought down to I believe nothing can go beyond correction. And when something goes beyond correction, definitely there is no solution, there is no fusion in that kind of a thing again. So if peradventure I started hearing that kind of a thing around, I still have to put more effort to get that thing corrected. I don't give up on people. Likewise, I won't give up on people, so not to talk of giving up on my wife. So although that might be a deficiency in her, that might be a kind of a negative report about her, but the truth of the matter is this: she's good in some aspects. Only thing I will have to do is that we have to work on that very habit of her. We have to correct that. That is, I don't have to give up on her.
I'll feel bad. I'll feel so bad because it's a betrayal for my spouse to steal on me. It's a betrayal to the highest order. So, and I don't think any of my spouse can steal from me. Yeah.
Okay. So what are the things that you will put in place to make sure that it does not happen again?
I will put everything in place, like all my tangible things. I'll keep them in a safe place. And by rights, that kind of thing cannot happen to me. And I don't pray for it to happen to me.
I won't be happy about it though. First of all, what I would do is to confront her with the whole claim. So it depends on how she reacts. Like if she lie about it and I know it's definitely a lie, I'll really be furious about it. But if she at least give me a truthful answer and she tell me a good reason why she has been doing that, I'll say okay. I'll just try to make her understand that she don't need to steal. She need to come straight and ask me about it. No matter how difficult it is, I'll just try and see reasons with her to give it to her. So that's it.
All right, so what advice do you have for men who raise their hands on their wives because of stealing?
Nah. Raising your hand against your wife doesn't make you more of a man. Rather, it makes you less of a man. So you don't need to raise your hand against any woman, or rather your wife, because she took money from you. Remember, before you got married to her, she's like your bone of your bone and the flesh of your flesh. It's just like you stealing from yourself. Beating her or raising your hand against her won't change anything. So just see reasons with her and make her understand things. So that is my own opinion about it.
As a human being, one will react irrationally in the first instance, but after considering what is going on around now, the best thing is just to forget it. You forgive her and forget and move on. Just try to let her know that such thing you will not accommodate such maldoing in some other instances. That's all. So one should not react too badly, because if you look at the Western world nowadays, they don't even count all these ones as whether you cheat me, my partner cheat me, or I cheat my partner. It's not a serious issue now to be taken too far. So it's just to let her know I don't like that and I would not like such thing to repeat itself. Then you forgive, forget and move on with life. So we don't need to go to an extent of killing or fighting, violence because of cheating or no cheating. It's nothing.
Right.
It's nothing.
So in cases of some men who carry out these acts in raising their hands on their wives because of this, what advice do you have for them?
My advice is they are not matured enough yet. That's what I can say to it. You know, take for instance, somebody, your partner, somebody has been with her before you are able to get your partner. So definitely, if anything happens and you leave the partner, another person will take over.